Can you hear me? Okay. Then we worked together in a previous project with where I was representing the Municipality of Ancona as a lead partner of it. This project was called e-chain project, and it was very hard to finalize that project. Then I'm sure now that this new one will be great, and because the partners I know during the first presentation are very interesting, and I'm so proud of that. Okay, I'm representing now the city of Fano. We are in the Marche region. City of Fano has around 60,000 inhabitants, and we are the third municipality in Marche region, and we are engaged instead of the others Marche region destination. Okay, we in sustainable and urban planning issues, and also in sharing sustainable tourism in different ways. In particular, Fano is a Roman town, and in the meanwhile is also a city of art, and I will show to you some interesting things about that. We have four identitary, yes, elements that are the fisheries and the world. Okay, the whole world of fishermen, because we have since the Roman Empire we was a great fleet of fisheries in Fano. Then we are proud of that, and a very interesting inland. And we will probably work with the activities, also bringing people to the inland to show how is important the inland for the seaside of the city, and okay, historical Roman heritage, and the fine sandy beaches. And for that, we decide to focus in different okay, we create a strategic tourist plan, and we focus in these different clusters. One is the Fano as a city for families, and with some of another our partner, we work on that, and I will explain better in a few time. And for outdoor activities, wellness and sport activity, fishermen and so on. Vitruvio, that was one of the most famous Roman writers, and he lived in Fano, and write a lot of things about Fano, and prepare some project also for architectural in Fano. It's very interesting for that. And obviously, we love to eat, and we choose to work on food and wine to cluster, as you can see with my then with my feet. The engagement of the city of Fano is work as probably you know the blue flag. That seems that our beaches are okay run for 20 years. A voluntary eco label as okay respect the criteria to sustainable management of the seaside. But most important of that is that we are one of a few green flags beaches around Italy. That seems that we are considered as we perfectly fit for children and adolescents, and it's a voluntary initiative for pediatrician. I don't know in English if it's better. Just 13 of beaches in Marche region are as this green flag, and we are proud of that. And another interesting thing is that we works with some part of the idea of the universal design, because we wrote 1991 our child-friendly city statute, and we wrote this word, this sentence: a city suitable for children is a city suitable for all. Then I think it is something that explains how we imagine the design for all, also for the tourism attractions. We worked in the project Wonder project in Adrian, and we developed a lot of things I'm showing to you in a few in few slides. It seems that we the city is not must be interesting and suitable for children, residents one and the tourist one, not only for tourists. Then we build up a project that promote the participation of children in the decision of the city, and we transform the government of the city with that, and we also obviously support the environmental policies to focus on that. Okay, I put some focusing on this project, but like to go in deep on that. The results of the Wonder project was that we improve this cooperation between other partners from Croatia to develop this universal design for children. Then I think we start this track with you and with some of partners, and we want to foster with this project to the same field. I show you some of the outputs of the project. For example, it was in Cervia, where we meet last time, and it is in Veleni, and it is in Novo Mesto, and okay, this is the others results of the project. And tomorrow I will explain to you how we are interested on create a pilot action in Fano, and we will follow some of these example of or ideas. This is the pilot action they create in the Wonder project for children. Then we together we will find a new kind of pilot project for fun. We invested also at least 20,000 euro to develop to buy and some staff for some kind of disabilities to help people with special needs to stay on the seaside, but they need to more uh, activities, to more services, and to more staff to be effectively, sorry, uh, sustainable. And we, yeah, just it was just the last slide. I would like to okay, I will talk to you better about the activities during these 2 days, and I will show to you the result of this activity at the end of when you will meet us in Fano. Thank you so much. And I'm talking on behalf of Davide Frulla, and he cannot come with us today and tomorrow, but he will be the project manager for us, and then you can write or call him for any distance. Thank you so much.